My name is Pastor Johnson of God Excellency Bible Fellowship Church, and it's a great privilege and an honor to introduce our Deacon Johnny Garrett of God Excellency Bible Fellowship Church. And I just want him to give his testimony what God is doing in his personal life. I mean, God is doing wonderful things at this church, and I'm excited about what God is doing, but I just want somebody else to tell about his goodness. Amen. At this time, Deacon Johnny Garrett. God bless.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Johnson. Just wanted to share just a testimony of God, how He's worked with me and for me on my behalf just this past week. You know, I've, of course, been going through a trial, and the Lord's been keeping me through it. On this week, I was at work. I got off work, got to my car, and as we know, it's been real hot outside, and I knew I needed to get a battery, but I didn't know the severity of it. So I got outside to crank my car up, and the car would not start. I had started calling people, to try to help me out to come, assist me with getting my car started, and I couldn't find anyone. No one answered the phone. I actually enlisted some, help for some people at my job, and they tried to help me. My car just wouldn't start. And then the Spirit of the Lord came to me and told me to use my crowbar for my car to hit my car battery on the positive and negative side for it to crank up. And at the time when I heard it, I was like, okay, and I was like, so I didn't doubt, I didn't, think anything about it. I went and got my crowbar, and just like the Spirit of the Lord told me, I began to hit the positive and negative side of my battery. And there was a young lady out there that was helping me trying to get my car started, and she was looking at me, and she was like, is that going to work? And I was like, oh, yes, I believed it was going to work. I believed that in my heart that it was going to work. Well, I got in my car, and I cranked it up, and, I turned the key, and it cranked right up. So that way I was able to get home. I work in Irving. I live in Plano. So I just, that was something that I really thank God for doing that, because that's not a close walk at all. Later on that week, by doing that, I continued to do that throughout the week to get me back and forth to work, and it worked every single time I did it. The minute I hit the battery, car cranked up. Later that week, my second car that I have stopped working. Just completely stopped working. And in the midst of that, eventually my car stopped working itself. So there I was, two cars not working at all, and did not have the funds at the time to get either one of them working. But God always has a way to provide for His people. And anyway, later on in the week, I prayed and I believed God. I didn't murmur, I didn't complain. That's something that's been taught here, that's been taught to me. That anytime you get in a situation, to just trust God. And later on that week, towards the weekend, God made a way for me to get a new battery for my car. And now I'm able to go to work, and I'm able to be here today to give this testimony. And I just want to thank God for that. He's always making a way for me and my family when there is no way, and I just want to thank Him for that. And I know that with my teaching that I received here at God's Excellency Bible Fellowship Church, that God heard my prayer and He answered it. And I just wanted to share that with everyone at this time, just to encourage those that are out there who may be going through a problem. That no matter how dire your situation looks, God will bring you through.